Another beautiful day in the neighborhood here. Gearhead's standing in front of Buck. We're gonna redo that. Morning, y'all. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood here at Next Life Garage. We're gonna be working on Aunt Buck again today. We're gonna be cleaning up on the inside. A little dirty in there. Kind of smells like old gym socks and a moldy basement. Pretty bad. Sorry for the background noise. You know, we've got neighbors and they're out doing their thing on a nice day like this, mowing the grass. But we named her Buck because, remember that eye I told you on the back of it that was loose and falling off? Well, it fell off. The day we cleaned her up on the outside, pulled her down the driveway, turned her around and went up the road a little ways, back down, and parked her out in the sun so she'd dry off and dry out a little bit. And in the process of doing that, the eye fell out of the back. Luckily, I got a tenacious wife. She went out there and walked up and down the road. Granted, this was probably 2 or 3 hours after I'd already lost the eye. But she went out, walking down the road, found it, brought it back home. We put it in the glove box. We didn't put it back in yet. That's why we call her Aunt Buck. But I'll get you guys out of the sky. We'll kind of take a look at the inside, what's going on in there, and what we're going to do in there. And, well, you know, I'm going to do it at that point. Alright. We're going to take a little look inside her here now. I know we didn't take much of a look at her in the rodeo, but you know, the door cards are in pretty good shape. All the hardware's there. Mirror, window crank, door latch, armrest. Steering wheel's in pretty rough shape. I think we can either get that replaced or refinished or something. We are missing the cigarette lighter over there in the dash, but the wipers do work. We have managed to get tail lights, still no front markers. We do have headlights and a brake light now. But the carpet's kind of nasty. That's what we're going to be attacking today. We're going to take the seats out. We're going to take the carpet out. And we're going to get to cleaning on it real good. But the seats, you know, they're not in real bad shape. They got a little mildew and mold on them. But all in all, I don't expect them to really change much after the cleaning. Just maybe shine a little bit more and have a little better touch to them and feel to them once we're done. You know, we'll be taking out the sill plates to pull the carpet out. Yeah, the back seat's good too. Got a lot of spider webs in there, a lot of spiders. We still got the ants, you know, from the lot down there. But we'll get that taken care of. Maybe cleaning up this carpet and getting all the spider webs and stuff out of here will take care of that for us. Yeah, the headliner's a little mildewy. Like we said, we've got the quarter window over there on the navigator side that's leaking. We know it's leaking. And the top of the windshield up there where the trim's falling down, that's leaking. So we'll have to address that before too long. Got the dome light up there, but no cover on it, no bulb in it. Not going to assume that that works right now. And we'll probably take some cleaner to the headliner, wipe it down, see if we can't get that mold mildew off of it as well. Just basically trying to get the smell out of the car more than try to make her look any better than she already does, except for that headliner. We do have a peeling door card on the passenger side or navigator side over here on the front. I assume that's from the quarter window leaking and probably this seal leaking right here, or maybe this upper seal right here leaking. Like I said, we're going to replace those anyway. Keeping her covered with a tarp right now to keep any more water from getting in. But you know, a little tacky glue, we'll probably tack that back up, stick it back underneath that trim right there. Take care of that. But like I said, we still got ants. Not as bad. They've kind of spread out around the car now, all over the hood and roof and trunk lid and all that fun stuff. You can see them walking around up here. You kind of see how the paint turned out. We've got clear coat from the Mako job, you know, showing up after it dried off. We're going to see if we can't wet sand that down a little bit and get that off. Because the paint underneath looks pretty good. I think the only reason they painted it was to try and hide the rust spots down here on the quarter or fender, whatever you want to call it. That spot on the door and the spots in the back. But we're trying to line up some panels for this to get this stuff fixed maybe. If we can find them, we'll tackle that and take care of it. If not, we'll let the next guy handle it like we said on the cleaning video. And whoever takes us down the road is going to want to paint it anyway. And that's where we stand right now. That's what we're going to be working on today. So I'm going to get to it and we'll bring y'all back in a little while. We've been working away on Aunt Buck out here. We've got her gutted pretty good. Show you what we got going on out here. We found the ant colony, by the way. It was underneath the carpet, front and back. All kinds of eggs and larvae and ants just everywhere. But we'll show you what we got going on. As you can see, we got the fuzz buster out. Wife's manning that. Say hey, baby. Hey. Got the seat belts laid out here. Got the front seat sitting here out of the car. Carpet sitting there. We're going to get the noisy cricket back out again. Thanks, in-laws. We're still using it. But, you know, front seat doesn't look bad. It's got a little mold mildew on it. We'll get it cleaned up, though, and conditioned, put back in the car. That's the backrest for the back seat. Got a little bit of rust going on the hanger there for it. But all in all, it's not that bad. We're using some Blue Magic leather and vinyl cleaner. It's what we use on the Volvo interior to keep it nice and clean. We've also got a conditioner in there, Blue Magic as well. It's a leather conditioner, but we're going to be using that on the vinyl. We don't know how it's going to turn out, but wife just took a swipe on the backrest, or the back of the front seat. You see the mold and mildew there, and then you don't see it there. So it looks like it's going to clean up pretty good. By now, y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to keep working on this thing, get her cleaned up best we can. Probably leave the carpets out on the car to dry out in the sun today. It's going to be about 90 degrees. So we're sweating a little bit today. All part of the game though. Well, we're going to get back at it. Well, we've been at it for quite a while now. We've got the seats pretty cleaned up, got the dashboard pretty cleaned up, got the carpet pretty cleaned up. Not perfect. We'll have to get some scrub out on that, some cleaner, get that done. But we'll do that another day. We're going to wrap it up for today, show you what it looks like inside after getting everything vacuumed out. Like I said, it's not perfect. The leather and vinyl cleaner didn't work very well on the headliner in there. We're going to try some sprayway glass cleaner next time. Wife likes that stuff. It cleans stuff up pretty good. Did not get the whisker bit out today. We'll do that on another episode. Got to get some rust stop to put down after we get the sprayway cleaned up in there, and after we get the whisker bit and clean it out. While everything's out right now, we're going to do some checking on the wire harness for the back as well. See if we can't figure out why we only have one brake light. We'll get that stuff in on another episode. We'll show you what everything looks like right now after cleaning up on it a little bit. You can see we do have a little surface rust in there. It's not terrible. After we got the vacuum cleaner out, scraped up the loose stuff, it's still solid in there except for the two vent hole locations right here underneath the rear seat. You can kind of see daylight coming through there, right there. And over here in the corner, again behind the rear seat, got the little vent hole right here. Headliner, like I said, it didn't come very clean with the vinyl cleaner, but we're going to get some sprayway out on it next time. We're working on the old girl, and get the whisker bit out inside and clean up the surface rust and get some rust stop sprayed down on it. we'll work on cutting those vent holes out and making some patch panels for it on another day. Door cards came really clean. I didn't expect that they wouldn't. I still got a little rust on the little smoker tray there. Let's see if we can't get the steel wool out on that one day, pull it out and clean it up a little better. Driver's door card turned out really well as well. Cleaned up nice. All the mold and mildew came off. Dashboard cleaned up real nice. Of course, passenger door card over there cleaned up nice, and the back one did too. Got the bench for the back sitting there. Came really clean. Feels really nice after we got the conditioner on it. Got the backrest leaned up against the garage door over here. Still got ants coming out of it. We're going to have to do something about that before we put it back together permanently. Like I said, everything feels good. Turned out pretty clean. I'll go look at the driver's seat. Driver and passenger in the front here. It came really clean, feels good to the touch. A little disappointed with the carpet. It did come a lot cleaner than it was, but it's still got some stuff in there. I'm sure it's still going to have some smell in there. So we'll get out some cleaner and wash it down real good with some cleaner next time. I just wanted to see how it would turn out with the pressure washer by itself. We'll get a little better shot. The sun's kind of interrupting us here on this one, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get it all cleaned up. But I'm gonna throw stuff back in the car loosely. Probably pull it down in the sun again and lay the carpets over top of the car so they'll dry out good for us today. 90 degrees. But that's how far we got today. Next time, like I said, we'll be dusting off the inside, the rust and everything, and cleaning up the headliner a little bit better. Until next time, don't take no wooden nickels, and be good. Somebody's got to.